A viewer wanted to know how she can feel less awkward when she's talking to somebody she likes, she's interested in. Here's the mistake that I think a lot of people make, and that is they're so worried about how they're coming across that they don't concentrate on what they're saying, and that's what makes you come across as awkward and just not confident. So I know this is hard. But you have to pretend you're talking to your best friend and you're talking about something you really care about. So, whatever it is, if he's talking about something or she, and you have a point to make, really, really listen. Listen to what he has to say and then concentrate on what you're saying. So, if you do those two things, you really listen and then you really think about what you're saying, you're going to forget about how you're coming across, how you look, how you're sounding. People always say, well, I don't know how to deal with eye contact. I have trouble with eye contact. I don't know when I'm staring or looking down or what the right thing to do is. But see, that's the thing. If you are concentrating on what the other person's saying and what you're saying, then it's just going to be natural. Your eye contact, your body language, everything's going to be just natural. And I know what I'm saying is very hard. It's not like you're going to get this the first time because naturally you want to impress this person. That's your first inclination, but that's the wrong thing to do. Think of it this way, and it'll change everything if you completely change your mindset. And that is, you don't want to impress him. You want to see if he's right for you. So when you do that, all of a sudden, you're like forgetting about what he thinks of me. I don't care. I want to know, do I want to date him? Do I want him in my life? Not even so much date him, but do I even want him as a friend? Okay, so when you change your attitude like that and your focus is different, then it's like, okay, now I'm going to say what I want and I'm going to listen to him and see if he's right for me and if I like what I'm hearing. It's almost like you're going in for a new job, but it's much different, of course. But you want to see if it's a right fit. If this is a person you actually want to spend time with. Because if you try and impress him and you don't put your real self out there, 6 months down the line, and I've said this before, he's going to figure out, oh my gosh, this really isn't her. So might as well put yourself out there. Lay your cards on the table. This is me. Like it or not. If you don't like it, good. I've just weeded you out. There, that's the attitude you need to have. You go in like that and you really, really listen. And that's key. Listen to what he has to say because then it's another question I get from people is what do I talk about? What do I do about awkward silences? You don't have any because you're listening to what he has to say. And then you comment on it or you ask another question and you listen and you remember because remember, the more you know about him, the more you learn about him, the more you're going to have to talk about next time. It's not going to be like you're groping out of thin air. Oh my gosh, what do I talk about? Because the last time you talked to him, you know he likes a certain kind of music, that he's seen this movie, and you can talk about that. And he likes to go to this place to do such and such. So you know all those things. You can talk about those things. And the more you learn, the more you know. And then conversation is easy. And if you have awkward silences, so what? Once you get to know someone really well, it doesn't matter anymore. You're comfortable around each other, whether you're talking or you're not. And that's where you want to get with this person if he's the right person. And that's what you have to find out first. So don't try to impress. Just really concentrate on listening, what you're saying, and not about how you're coming across. Good luck.